Lights are out. Green flags in the air. It's time to let her eat. IMCA stock cars. Going into turn number 1 here at Arizona Speedway. And it's John Parley with the race lead as they go 3 wide for that second spot. Darren Workmeister, number 5. He pulls up side by side with Mark Farnes. Also have George Franzman and Joey McCullough. Almost made it 4 wide off of turn number 2. Now it's going to be Franzman, Farnes, and McCullough. 3 wide off of 4. Farnes almost made contact with the 55. He keeps going, though. John Parley will lead lap number 1 with Darren Workmeister in the second spot. George Franzman, Joey McCullough still working that side-by-side battle for third. Give it to Joey McCullough, though, in the 55 machine. His car very fast in heat race action. Right now, we're using that top side of the racetrack, trying to work his way around the number 5 machine of Darren Workmeister. Side-by-side at the line. Give that lap to Joey McCullough in the second spot. One car up in smoke. Oh, man, Cheech and Chong. Can't quite see who that is as Cody Center goes around for turn 2. Yellow flag will fly. A lot of fluid on the green flags in the air. We're underway. Once again, 2 laps down, 18 to go. John Parley going to try to hold off the hard charge of Darren Workmeister and Joey McCullough, who once again going to rim ride the top side. George Franzman, though, down low, leaving that left front at home. 62, machine of Gary Ray. He spins around off of turn number 2, gets the car refired. We stay clean and green. As McCullough and Franzman still side by side for that second spot. Parmalee will lead that lap with McCullough in second. Franzman, though, going to drive the car down the inside. Trying to work his way back around the 55 machine of McCullough. Can't quite clear him, though, as he gets the nose by him. But once they come off of turn 2, Joey McCullough uses that top side momentum as the 37 machine of Sanchez spins around off of turn number 2. Yellow flag will fly. A lot of cars right now in the hot pit area. Looks like a salvage yard down there as the green flag flies once again. And Parmalee leads the field on the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Franzman, though, trying to get that race lead away. He pulls up side by side, going down the back straightaway. Parmalee and Franzman still side by side, headed to turn number 3. Joey McCullough still back there in that third spot with Workmeister and Sabowski going side by side. Now 3 wide for that position with Lonnie Foss. Great racing throughout the top 6 drivers right now. Side by side for the race lead. 3 wide behind them for 4th as Parmalee takes the top spot back into turn number 3. Can Franzman, though, wrestle it back away for the 97? Off of turn number 4. Give it to Parmalee. Has some smoke. Now comes off the backside of the 41 machine. Believe he might have a tire rub. Does the Franz as he races into turn at number 1. Going to drive it in deep off of turn number 2. Parmalee, though, with a strong run on the top side of the racetrack. He'll pull up side by side once again. Has the lead going into turn number 3. Here comes Franz, though, not backing down. Can't quite keep the car down the inside. He will now lose that lead once again to the 97 machine of Parmalee. But Franz been fighting back down the inside. Not going to be denied here this evening at Arizona Speedway. Pulls up once again. Drag racing down the back straightaway. Parmalee up top. Franzman down low into turn number 3. Off 4. It's Parmalee still the man out front. This time has about 2 car lengths over the 41 machine of George Franzman with Joey McCullough back there. 1 car spins around the 32 machine of Brody Center. Franzman goes around off of 2. Yellow flag, though, flew for Center. 14 laps to go. Green flags in the air. And Parmalee and Franzman use the low line, but Parmalee can't quite keep his car down there. That's going to open up the door for George Franzman. Franzman plays a little peekaboo with the 97 machine of Parmalee as Darren Workmeister and Joey McCullough, they stay side by side in a tight battle for that third spot. Might make it a 4-car battle for the lead here as they come off of turn number 4. Top 6 drivers, you can throw a blanket over them. As McCullough, Workmeister, and Franzman go 3 wide, now 4 wide. Definitely something wrong with the 41 machine of Franzman. He's going to come to a stop. Yellow flag is out. I believe that right rear tire finally let go. So this is John Parmalee out front here as the lights are out. Joey McCullough chooses the outside line. Darren Workmeister to the inside. Green flags in the air. And Darren Workmeister already getting to work on your race leader. Go down to turn 1, a little contact made. Parmalee, though, stays on the gas. Here comes McCullough to the outside. They go 4 wide. There's a contact made. McCullough and Parmalee, everybody getting through. Big trouble there for the 97 machine of Parmalee. Oh, my gosh. All right, getting ready to go racing here once again. This time it will be Lonnie Foss leading the field to the green flag. Green flag's in the air. 7 laps are down, 13 to go. as Lonnie Foss leads. Now Steve Sabowski off of turn number 2. The 32 machine of Brody Center washes up the racetrack just a smidge as Joey McCullough still on the racetrack trying to work his way back into the top 4. Actually make that the top 3. Tries to go 3 wide there with Franzman and Nance. Will be Lonnie Foss leading that lap, followed by Steve Sabowski as George Franzman. He's raced his way back up into that 3rd spot. Now pulls up side by side to the inside of the 82 machine of Sabowski. Still side by side going into turn number 3. Sabowski up the top side, Franzman down low. McCullough back there in the mix as well in the 55. As Franzman, he'll move up to 2nd. Joey McCullough trying to race his way up into that 3rd position. Lonnie Foss, your race leader, but George Franzman's right there ready to pounce as Joey McCullough pulls up side by side with Sabowski. Franzman going to try to go side by side. That's a battle for the race lead. Franzman and McCullough had to make this restart the tail end of the field. Here they are right now. Franzman passing for your race lead. McCullough back behind him, passing for that 3rd position, trying to reel him and Lonnie Foss in. Give McCullough the 3rd spot as Foss on the top side of the racetrack, trying to work his way back around the 41 machine of Franz. Franzman has that position, though. Lonnie Foss, a strong run off of turn number 4 on the top side of the racetrack. Going to try to pull up side by side with Franzman. Can't quite do it as they work their way off of turn number 2. Just past the halfway point in this 20-lap main event as they come to the start-finish line. Will be 8 laps to go, and it's Franzman out front. Lonnie Foss in 2nd. McCullough is 3rd. Sabowski is 4th. One car goes around. It's the 32 machine of Brody Center as smoke starts to pour out of the 62 in of Mike Nance. So yellow flag will fly once again. That is right now out front after having issues during the main event and coming in for a right rear tire change with 8 laps to go. He's your race leader. Green flags in the air. We're back underway. Can George Franzman hang on to the race lead? As Franzman works the field off of turn number 2, Lonnie Foss pulled up right to his back bumper as 62 machine of Gary Ray goes around. He'll get the car refired, so we stay green. 3 cars coming at you off of turn number 4. Lonnie Foss, Joey McCullough battling for that 2nd spot. McCullough goes to the outside of him as Foss goes to the outside of Franzman. They could be 3 wide off of turn 2. No, not quite. McCullough, though, going to slice and dice, try the crossover move on the 88 machine of Foss and pulls up side by side for a brief moment with the 41 of Franzman. Franzman, though, hangs on the race lead as McCullough, his car washes up the racetrack off of turn number 4. It's going to be Franzman, McCullough, Foss, your top 3 drivers into turn number 1. Joey McCullough living and dying by the top side of the racetrack. A lot of damage on that car. See the left rear quarter panel just bowed way out, trying to battle George Franzman for the race lead. Off of turn number 4, Franzman has it by 3 car lengths going into turn number 1. 5 laps to go this time as Conrad Santa Cruz shows them the 5 fingers. As they work off of turn number 2, McCullough might have lost a little bit of the handle on that 55 machine as Lonnie Foss starting to reel him back in, trying to work his way back by him for that 2nd spot. As they go off of turn number 4, Franzman leaving the left front at home, followed by McCullough and the 88 machine of Foss. We had 15 drivers start this race. Right now, only 6 remain. Battle of nutrition here tonight for this IMCA stock car main. Well, make that 5 there as the 6'2" hit of Mike Nance goes up in smoke. Still stay on the racetrack, though, as Lonnie Foss and Joey McCullough work side by side once again off of turn number 2. McCullough hangs on to that 2nd spot, and able to make up any ground on the 41 machine of George Franzman as the laps continue to wind down here. Now just 2 laps left for the 41 machine of George Franzman. George Franzman picked up a main event win here during the Bomber Enduro races. First race for the stock cars on the New Year's Day Classic. Now leads the field through turns 3 and 4. A little slow that time through turns 3. Joey McCullough able to make up some ground. A little too late as the white flag flies for Franzman. Looking for his 2nd win of the season for the IMCA stock cars here at Arizona Speedway. Franzman leads them down the back straightaway one final time through turns 3 and 4. And it will be the Franz picking up the main event win once again here at Arizona Speedway. But George Franzman climbs out of the car. Race fans, make some noise for him. The driver of the 41 gets it done here tonight. And George with a big sigh of relief. George. Well, George, you got out of the car and you just kind of had a little bit of a sigh of relief right there, able to bring it home in first place here tonight after having a pretty exciting main event.
Yeah, we got in there real hard, and I think the tire was going down. That's why we spun out, and the next lap or so it went down, so we went back green. And then we got back to the back and was coming through the field, and then all I seen was everyone wrecking every which way, and luckily I got through it. I broke something on the front end. The car ain't right. It was pretty handful of them last after we hit that wreck, but drove it good enough to get her done.
Yeah, definitely drove good enough to get her done here. Second race win of the season here at Arizona Speedway. Starting to be a familiar sight here. You and Santan Ford Victory Lane. I know you got some sponsors you want to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank Mickelson Magic for the powerhouse. I got to thank AZ Motorsports, my son and my buddy Billy and my wife and all you guys for coming out here and screaming every weekend for us. Thanks a lot.
All right, George Franzman wins the second main event of the season at Arizona Speedway. Before they take the car to the back, get a quick word with Joey McCullough. Well, Joey, a lot of damage on the car, bringing it home in second. What happened down there in the backstretch?
I got to apologize to Parmalee. I mean, there was a gap. I went for it. Somebody came in, got me on the inside, and he just stayed in it, drove me up the track. I don't like driving like that. I don't like going home and fixing my car just as much as anybody else. Again, big apologies to Parmalee. I mean, I've known him for a long time. I would never try to purposely race him like that. So, again, awesome track. Thank you, fans, for coming out. And, again, sorry to Parmalee. I mean, I don't know what else I can say to him, man.
He's sorry, John. He's sorry.